Hello everyone, my name is Imperius and welcome to my playthrough of Deus Vult 2. This is the final proper map of Deus Vult 2, Hell's Vendetta. And this one, so I've said often throughout this playthrough that I have played DV2 before, a very long time ago, and if this playthrough has shown anything, it's that I actually remembered virtually nothing from those original playthroughs. Except when it comes to this level. Now I remember this level very well because it's just a BFG rocket launcher power fantasy level, and I loved playing this one. I would load up this WAD and cleave straight to this level just to play it with various other mods and WADs installed. So I do know this one, well, I think at least. I mean, these might be famous last words, but I think I know this level reasonably well. So this is like the least blind, pseudo-blind, not really blind playthrough that you're going to get. Also, the music is amazing in this one. So with that in mind, let's get started. What was it, map 23 slot, I think? Soak it in. I think I've made a mistake by running at BFG ammo. Let's get the rocket launcher first next time. Cells, 20 cells. Can we get out? It's not looking good. Yet. We'll take a minute to look at those paintings. Once the area is a little bit less, you're going to die immediately. Don't do that. Oh, they're stacked, that's nice. Hello. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of cacodemon. Get out of my way. Thank you, bye. Imps. I woke up too much, I think, at once. Okay, lesson 2 if we die. Don't wake up quite so much. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Is there a megasphere somewhere I can grab? Spider Mastermind. Oh, I shouldn't have come over here. What folly, what hubris. our way to safety. Jesus, I've not died like way too many times. Oh. Like even an imp fireball is death now. There's definitely a more systematic and less suicidal way to approach this level. Ah, and there it is. Okay, that wasn't bad. What was that, 4 minutes and 500 enemies? That's a pretty speedy kill to death ratio. Let's give this one more go before I resign myself to having a practice run. Okay, so now what did we learn there? We learned get the rocket launcher first, then the BFG, then punch through to the cells so we don't run out of cells. That's lesson 1. Second lesson we learned was don't run forward and wake everything in the map up. Kill it more slowly and more systemically. Okay, rocket launcher first, then the BFG, and then we're going to punch through the cells on the left, I guess. Can I not die here, please? Okay, that strategy didn't work. Let's try that again. I think that was just really poor execution, but I think the strategy is correct. I think I really just need to punch through. Jesus. Okay, now we're going to stay in this little section. We're not going to go beyond that edge. Oh, let's drag you over here. Get out of the way, Arachnotron. No one even likes you. I just have 1 minute to think, please. Okay, this is a better strategy. Hey. Oh, Cyber Demon. Yep, forgot he was there. Okay, this is genuinely the last go now. Okay, this one is definitely the last go. I was just a bit sloppy. I still feel like I need this rocket launcher. And I need to get to these cells. Like, this is just non-negotiable. But then I think I need to get out. I'll finish off these mancubi because they're such high damage enemies. I mean, just because I say I remember the level doesn't mean it's easy. It is the final level after all. I would like a Mega Armor, please, and I don't want an Arachnotron. Ah, fine, I will practice this now. I feel like I have the right strategy here. I'm just not implementing it at all really very well. So, let me go away and remember this level more so than I thought I did, and we'll come back with a final run. Or I won't, and I'll just resign forever. But that's probably, hopefully, maybe, not what's going to happen. Okay, see you in a moment. Let's go. Okay, first rocket launcher, BFG, standing back, build the mancubus. Now once we've got 300 cells, they should be dead, and we can push forward because we need to get some cells. Get the cells, and then we go back and kill the rest of the mancubi. Try not to die. Okay, now we finally let go of the trigger. Let's progress onwards. Whoops. Look away for a second. What was I thinking? I hear you. Whoa, there you are, pretty close actually. And the first milestone we've got is 3 minutes, or just shy of 3 minutes. And you might actually see I'm using the alternative HUD for this map because I found out that it has a timer that you can display on the screen, which is very useful for this first section. Where we need to know when the 3 minute mark is coming, and also for a later section when I need to time 2 minutes before some stuff happens. So for the moment we're just cleaning up this first area, trying to establish a foothold, and let's wake some stuff up. Is somebody even going to help me out? No, he's busy. He's busy walking in circles. Let's leave him be. This is just Barons and Hell Knights, so there's no real need to use the BFG here. Not that we're short on ammo, but I like to keep some pockets of cells left in these wings, because in the later fight, well, in the last fight, you often find yourself pushed into sections that you don't necessarily mean to go into, and it's useful if you have some cells there that allows you to recover. So the layout of this map is a north, south, east, west wing. Oh, there's a 3 minute mark. So yeah, I'd ideally have more cells, but I mean this is the strategy. If you can capture them before they break out, it's actually quite easy to keep them contained with the BFG. Not that there's too many that come, but your real risk here is getting pushed out of your safe zone in this wing, because we haven't cleared everything else out yet, so I don't really want to be pushed out. But I think we've got this covered. Now going down these middle sections, you'll notice I've avoided that so far, because if you stand on the middle of any of the wings, in fact, it opens up the doors at the back, and this is one quite specifically that I want to not do just yet, because behind these doors are an army of chain gunners, so I'd rather deal with them later. Now, as I was saying, let's just stand here, I'm less likely to die. So you've got a south, north, west and east wings. The north, east and west wings have coloured keys. Well, red, blue and yellow, obviously. And then the doors in the south wing, there's a button that requires 3 keys to press. And then once you do that, you open up the middle, and then the middle is how you trigger the final fight and ultimately where the exit is. And each wing also seems to have a theme to it. So, in terms of like the pictures of the baddies that it shows, so we've got Hitler from Wolfenstein and also World War II, lesser known. We've got the Overseer from Half-Life 2. We've got Sean Bean, which I think is supposed to be Alec Trevelyan from GoldenEye. I think it's these like shoulder pads that make me think that, but maybe I'm wrong on that one. And then this one here, I'm very unsure of. It kind of gives me a Liquid Snake vibe, but it's not Liquid Snake. I know it's not, so I don't know what that one is. It must be from a game I haven't played. And then this side, I'm not sure. Looking at this one, this makes me think top-down RTS, and I played Command & Conquer, you know, I played Age of Empires, I played the big-name RTSs of the yesteryears, but I have not played StarCraft, so this makes me think StarCraft. And then also, the fact we've got, like, aliens, Tyranids, basically, humans and something else, makes me think maybe those are the factions? I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking anyway. So for now, let's carry on. We'll see more sections as we go along. There's a Star Wars section, a Nintendo section. He's stuck now. So let's go kill his brother. And he's muted as well. When we fell down, sometimes they fall down and they fall on top of the enemies, and actually they're still fairly harmless. So we'll leave him for the moment. He doesn't seem to be wandering around, so I think he's fallen on top of some enemies. Because no infinite height in this. Now, as for you guys, these arachnotrons are actually pretty deadly. I mean, as they always are, but here in particular, when you're cornered into these long corridors, they're pretty nasty. My rockets. Nice. So this wing has Mancubi and Cacodemus in it. But we'll switch to the BFG before we start doing it properly. I'm just cleaning up these Hell Nobles at the moment. And we're not shy of ammo, so we can just keep this volley up. There we go. Now, as for you, Chuckles. Oh, he came down. That didn't really work. Health and ammo and some health and some more ammo. Not worried about some rockets, just cells. So now we get ready to turn the corner. And BFG time. don't go too far forward. Because we want to say hello to the spider demon. Say goodbye to the spider demon. And then just stick with the BFG for this. Go get a top up and some health as well, actually. Back to BFG. We're going to get a Mega Sphere in a minute. Maybe we run if we don't take any damage. Oh, nearly got me. Yeah, that feeling when a rocket goes really close to you and you visibly like jerk your head back in the real world. That was one of those moments there with that Mancubus ball. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I want to keep these cells, so I'll go pick up from the other side, and we can enjoy the Star Wars side. So we've got the father and son duo, the Fets. We've got good General Grievous, Jabba the Hutt, Count Dooku, Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and Darth Sidious. So, we're going to go in the middle here. Actually, we need to pick up this Mega Sphere, don't we? Well, maybe I could have not done that, but... This is the second hardest fight, so this wing gives us a key. And there it is, in the distance, yellow. And basically, this corridor is just going to fill up with cyber demons. So, you know, as A1 says, you want to channel your inner dimensions map 3 for this. If you're able to do that even with saves, which I can barely do. But we'll give it a go. It becomes tricky when they come out of this corridor, if they come out of this corridor, because then they can go left and right and gank you. Obviously the door closes behind you. So you want to try and kill as many or do as much damage in this corridor as possible. And I think there's about 6. So I feel this fight is fairly binary. It's either going to go really well and I won't take much damage and I'll do it fine, or I'll get utterly wrecked, in which case you won't see this footage, so it doesn't really make much difference to me. Anyway, here we go. There we go, that wasn't too bad after all, was it? Didn't take too much damage. And we'll take this health and armor because I don't intend to come back into this wing. Like I said, that's the second hardest wing. The hardest wing is actually this north wing, but it's you can't just run there first. Well, you could, but you'd wake everything up. Now we've just neutered him, yeah. So let's come around here, wake up this gaggle of fun buns, and focus on the arachnotrons first. Now the north wing, the wing that we're just going to peek our noses into in a moment, is the Revenant and Hell Knight wing. So it's actually one of the most dangerous. In fact, it is the most dangerous on account of all the Revenants. There aren't really that many Revenants in this level. But where they are used, they're quite tricky. Go. Ah shit, I mean to step 2 that far forward. Oh well, it's okay. I don't think I woke up the revenants. Yes, I did. I woke up the revenants. Okay, time for you to die. Now let's pick up another soul sphere. Did we pick up both? Yes. That's not great. Mega armor. Take from the back. And so we don't need cells. Fine. So we're going to step into here. We're not going to hang around. Obviously, I'm very mindful of that cyber demon. 32 health, time to retreat. Down you go, bony boy. Okay, now say hello to the spider demon. Say goodbye to the spider demon. Perfect. Take another armor, and again, into the fray. And we've got the Nintendo section. Well, I think most of it's Nintendo anyway. So we've got Bowser. We've got Granolda, I think, from Banjo-Kazooie. We've got King Cruel the Cool Crocodile from Donkey Kong. And then I'm pretty sure this chap is from Kirby, but I never played Kirby, so I couldn't tell you his name. I think that's right anyway. Feel free to correct me. We got Ganon, we've got Wario. I don't know who this guy is. Looks like some sort of gnome or goblin type thing. Yeah, not too sure on him. And then we've got Mewtwo, who I think is horribly misrepresented here as a villain. Like he was created by scientists, kept captive, tortured. Yes, he broke free and burnt a place down, but then he went and just tried to chill out in a cave, not hurting anybody until you came along and enslaved him. So I think he's very misrepresented as a villain, but there it is. Now let's go do this north section, which is the hardest fight in the game, and the reason that I've got an on-screen timer. Because what's going to happen is we shoot this door, that'll kick off the fight, the door will open, enemies will flood out from there, and they really will flood out. And annoyingly, there's a lot of lost souls in there as well, which makes it hard to use the rocket launcher. But that is still principally what we're going to go for, because cells are very tight. In fact, there's only one pack here and one pack here. I mean, there might be double packs, but there's, like, compared to the abundance of cells on the outside, cells are very limited in here. You've also got 2 invulnerabilities up there, so you know that shit is going to get real. And yeah, the reason for the timer is 2 minutes after the fight starts is my cue to go and get the first invulnerability. If I pull the trigger too soon, I won't have enough to survive the hardest part, which comes at the very end. And if I pull the trigger too late, I won't have enough time. Well, I'll be overwhelmed and die. So we're nearly at 17 minutes and start the fight. Go for the rocket launcher, and we've got to survive until 21. And we will use the Megasphere when we need it in this first section. Obviously you don't need it when you're invulnerable. And I'm happy to get pushed back. But that was a really aggressive Revenant missile. Okay, halfway there. See what I mean about these lost souls, Jesus Christ. Okay, 50 seconds. Why did I do that? Seconds, 5 seconds. I need to go to the BFG because I can feel them getting around me. Okay, I have to pull the trigger now because it's getting to the point where I'm not going to have the opportunity to do it again. Slightly earlier than I would have liked, but it's okay. Now we need to push in here because this is where there are some cells we can get, as well as a supercharge and a mega armor. Now we want to push our way back out, get more cells. And go straight into the second one, there's no messing around with this. Now I want to kill these archviles, and then I'll get out once I'm out of cells. Okay, cells. Let's go get some cells. We need to talk about how goddamn epic this music is as well. Like, this just gets you pumped. It gets you pumped, it takes you to 11, and it keeps you there. It's called Beat the Angel from Tales of Symphonia, which I'll put a link to in the description, because, yeah, this is a real good song. I never played that game, but, yeah. Okay, that went pretty well, actually. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts now. So we got the blue key, we got the yellow key. We've got one more fight to do in the wings, which is pretty straightforward, although it does overwhelm you. In fact, it's guaranteed to overwhelm you. That's the point of the fight. It's about 1,400 clerics that all spawn at you, and there's just no way you can kill them all before running out of ammo, so you've kind of just got to stem the tide. But we'll see that as when we come. For now, I want to clear this Cyber Demon and this Cyber Demon that fell off and do this last wing of enemies, which is just imps and clerics, so it's not too bad, really. He might infight, actually, now. Oh, maybe he won't. We'll try and get a juicy two-shot on him. There we go. He was already weak, so it wasn't really a pure two-shot. And low, boys. Yeah, and these are the imps that are leaking out of this east wing corridor. Killing them with the rocket launcher en masse is one of the most satisfying things you can do in this game, I think. So yeah, we've got about 1,600 enemies left, and about 1,500 of those, 14 to 1,500 of those are all clerics that are going to come up in this next fight. Oh, hello, I remember you. You got set free, did you? Okay, so let's turn into the imps. I mean, look at this. This is just cathartic. Excuse me, boys. I was in the middle of something. Oh, those barons really ruined my fun, didn't they? Okay, and now we're in the Lord of the Rings section. So first thing to do is say hello to the spider demon. Say goodbye to the spider demon. Let's kill these clerics. The imps next. Here we go. Look at this. It's the jibs, it's the explosions, it's the splashdown, it's the collateral, it's just everything about this. That was just fun. Okay, so now we should have secured every wing. There should be nobody left alive at all. We've done the hardest, we've done the second hardest, now we're going to do the third hardest and then kick off the final fight. First, let's pay our respects to the pictures. So we've got Saruman the White, we've got the Witch King, we've got Sauron himself, we've got the Balrog from Moria, and I shouldn't pick that up. And we've got Smaug the Dragon, we've got, I think that's Morgoth, because he's got the hammer. Another Balrog. Not sure if that's a different one. I think that's not the Moria one. I think that's one from the Silmarillion. And then this guy, I'm not too sure. It could be Melkor before he became corrupted. I'm not sure who that one is. Let's see if we can open this door without picking up this megasphere. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I need full cells, full rockets, full ammo. As I said, this fight is going to be about 14 to 1,500 clerics. And they start spawning once you get about halfway down this corridor. And they spawn progressively closer and closer. Like, they don't all spawn from the same place. They spawn all the way up to the front here. So what you don't want to do is stand here and pump rockets. What you want to do is get back. Now, they will also spawn on these wings. There are cells on these wings, but you can essentially just forget these because you aren't realistically going to get them in the middle of the fight. And it's better just to stay away from these wings altogether until final cleanup actually on the level. Pro tip, do not jump in the lava. You cannot get out of there. And obviously the door shuts. So the idea here is we will be overwhelmed. It will happen. We just have to try and hold off until the door opens and then we can run away. So with that cheery thought in mind, let's kick the fight off. So go some way down, not all the way down, maybe a bit more down than that. Okay, now get back, start firing some rockets, but they'll start teleporting in progressively closer and closer, so standing here is a bad idea. See this teleporting closer and closer. If I was to stay up there, I would get blown up by my own stupidity. So now we're going to fire all 100 of these rockets. And hold off the BFG for when we start getting really overwhelmed. And for the moment we're just going to do little circles, and then once we get pushed all the way back to the end of the bridge, we'll just do side to sides. And it's basically just a game of bullet hell. So you can see, even though I'm relentlessly firing the rocket launcher, they are still getting further and further down the stairs. You cannot kill them quick enough, and I'm nearly out of rockets, so they're going to gain some ground here when I go for ammo. And now we've been pushed back. We can still do circles, but they're not going to be as effective. We've been pushed back. Okay, so now we just play bullet hell at the back. Pretty close now. And you can see how thick the column is back there, like they are packed. They're still coming. And we're very nearly at the point where we want to get getting BFG out. Very nearly at the point. So you see what I mean? You will get overwhelmed here. Okay, BFG time. Create some space. Ah, door's open. Right, let's get out. Okay, I think they've stopped coming in now. Where did you come from? How did he get behind me? Let's go for the mega. Was I on 4 health there? At 30 minutes in from a cleric? Dear God. That chip damage will get you. It'll catch up on you. Okay. There's usually one. There's always one skulking around somewhere. Okay, so I think we're done with that now. We won't kill these side clerics just yet because I can do that in final cleanup. They still have the final fight to do, which is got a lot going on. It's not unheard of to die in that fight. So now we're going to go and push the button to unlock the middle. First we get this invisibility. And then, as I sold to you earlier, here's the army of chain gunners. And did I really not have a chain gun? Oh, I didn't pick it up. I was wondering why I auto switched then. Okay. Now this switch takes all 3 keys and we'll open up the middle, and we've got some revenants and archfiles to deal with. Not crazy levels of resistance. Really? Where the hell did that come from? Oh my god. I'm choking big time. Let's go get that megasphere. This is just ambient revenants as well. This isn't even a fight. I need a coffee. That's what I need. I'm also standing with my back to all these things, which is a really bad idea. I think this is my third-ish attempt. I admittedly haven't been keeping good track on it. I died on the fight when I realised I needed a timer. Because my strategy going into it was a little YOLO. I didn't really practice it well enough to truly know the fight, and was punished for that quite badly. I've died on the cyber demons at least once when they've blown me up. I mean, I died loads of times, but I think for an actual recorded attempt it was only once. So I think, yeah, this is my third attempt. I haven't yet died on the final fight. Touch as much wood as I can. So there's a couple of things. Let's explain a couple of things. First of all, each of these pillars, so there are 4 buttons around the central pillar, which itself is the exit look, and has Sauron on top. Once we push all 4, the final fight will trigger. The final fight comes in a couple of different waves. God damn you, Remnant Missile. The first wave is just enemies in the middle, and we can circle strafe to win with the BFG for that. The second wave is these side pockets will open. There will be cyber demons and hell nobles in each of them, but also crucially an invincibility sphere in each of them. So if we could pick those up, we're relatively okay. Focus on the cyber demons. I think there's 2 in each pocket. Don't worry about infighting. You've got enough BFG to kill everything. Just focus on the cyber demons because they're the biggest threat. The third part of the final wave involves spawning 2 to 3 archviles in each of the wings you've already cleared. So 2 archviles will spawn back here, 2 where the cyber demons were, and then 2 where the clerics were, and 2 back in this area back here, which is the most dangerous one because this is where all the big heavy enemies are. So as soon as we start seeing the kill count go up, which will happen around about 3 minutes after we kick off the final fight, we want to get the BFG, get an invulnerability, and start clearing out the archviles, lest we be overwhelmed. Once all of that is done, we can clear out the mancubi that will spawn in on these pillars, if there are any left, that is, 2 to 3 per pillar. And then the very, very, very last thing we will do is go and kill all of those clerics. So, with all of that said, done, understood, internalized, and incorporated, let us kick off the final fight. Also, this is the World of Warcraft room, which I haven't played, so I don't know who any of these characters are. And begin. So really you're just running in circles, firing the BFG, and keeping an eye on the corners for when they start to open. And dipping in for more cells as I need. Okay, the corners are open now. Yikes, good lord, that was tight. Would be in the run where I say I haven't died in the final fight yet, something like that. Okay, now we're just gonna, focus on the cyber demons, like I said, because they're the things that are gonna kill you. It's not the rest of the stuff, it's random rockets. And we'll dive straight into the next invulnerability. Actually, we won't. We'll pause here for a second. And keep an eye on that 2808 kill count, because as soon as that starts going up, we need to get an invincibility and go start killing archviles. Okay, it won't be much longer. Okay, that's up. Let's go. Grab an invulnerability. We're going to do this side first, because this is where the heavy demons are, as I said. Now, we're not worried about the actual demons, I'm just worried about the archviles. Grab some cells. Grab some more cells. Do we want to grab this invulnerability? No, let's keep it for the moment. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's grab it actually. On the second pass, though, we'll clear these ones out first. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay, let's go get that invulnerability and then clear out those archviles that are reviving the clerics, and then we should be good. These clerics aren't exactly too dangerous, so I'm not super worried about getting overwhelmed with clerics. How did a revenant get out here? Okay, and now the level is ours to lose. So you're not at any risk at all of ever running out of cells. But as you also saw, as I was running around to get the archviles and as I was doing the central fight, if you are ever forced into one of these sections, it's good to have some cells left. That's why I like to manage it with the rocket launcher at the start. Okay, where's the Revenant? I can hear him. There he is. There he goes. Do a sweep over here. Okay, so I think now we can kill the rest of those clerics and we should be good. A lot of them are dead. I wonder what they fought. I did hear a cyber demon die. I wonder if he was fighting the clerics. Okay, let's duck in. There'll be more around the corner. And we've got 9 enemies left. We've got 1 enemy left. I wonder where he could be. Yeah, do not fall in that lava. 1 enemy left. 1 enemy left. One enemy left. Is he back here? I did leave some back here, didn't I? Stuck. Yeah, there he is. Okay. You know what the rules are with the last enemy, especially if it's a Baron. And there we go. That is Deus Vult 2 complete. This last level was not as hard as the Unholy Cathedral. Took a bit of practicing. I mean, yes, there's a lot of enemies, but it's not too difficult. You're given a lot of... I mean, look at all of these cells, for goodness sake. You're given a BFG, you're just basically told to go nuts. Here's 3,000 enemies, here's infinite BFG, go nuts. And I really like that. It's a really good way to end this level. End this WOD, I should say. And this music, yeah, like I said, it just takes you to... It gets you to 11 and it keeps you there through the whole level. Very pleased with this. This was a tough WOD, and this is an amazing WOD as well. All of the little quirks and memes, like the dated memes as well. It was just, and the in-jokes that I don't understand. All of it it created a really unique and surreal, fun experience. I would thoroughly recommend playing this yourselves. If you've at all enjoyed this or thought to yourself, oh, actually that looks like it might be fun. The answer is it is. So we're going to step on the plate with Sauron now and finish the level. And having blasted our way through hell and defeated hell itself, where do you think we end up? Head towards the light. Ah. We're in heaven. And yes, if you damage those voodoo dolls, you take damage yourself. But why would we raise arms in heaven? It's not like there's 2,900 enemies and 30 secrets. Wait, what? So, the end of DV2 provides you with a choice. Ye holy goodness, enter and walk the great beyond. Will you choose to ascend to heaven and live in peace? Or will you choose hell and the rest of the level that awaits? Well, we're going to choose heaven because this isn't actually a unique level. If you go this way, it takes you to the original Deus Vult, the DV1. And you just play through the original level, which I'm not going to do because I haven't ruled out the possibility of doing a max of that level at some point. And if I do play it, I'm certainly not going to play it with this music. So we won't do DV1. This was a DV2 playthrough, and so we're going to stop there and take the heavenly exit. But, like I said, if you are at all inclined to play this level, feel free to give this one a go yourself and try the hell exit. But I think we've earned it. We're going to take heaven. And then this just takes you to the map 30 slot so that you can get the text screen at the end. So TLDR, you defeated hell, you and your team have saved mankind. You are awesome. Even God gave you a high five. And then I think that's just the generic outro music. Outro, not music. Text. But there we go. That was DV2. Like I said, I very much enjoyed this WOD. It was a good challenge, and a good escalating challenge as well. Like, I did those first couple of levels, like, basically blind. Obviously, I hadn't played the WOD before, but a very, very long time ago. And if you've seen those playthroughs, you'll quickly realise I didn't really know what was going on at all. And then I started to die a couple of times on Stargate. Well, I died once on Stargate when I actually managed to play on Ultraviolence, and then the Desert Temple killed me a few times. And then the Unholy Cathedral just came out of nowhere and just slapped me. It just bitch slapped me. And I was just like, what the hell is this? Like, I kind of remember this one being difficult, but that was just crazy. Not, well, at least for me, I mean, I struggled with it. I got through it in the end, and enjoyed the process of practicing it. It was a good level. The Balrog level was very tricky as well, but it was more, once you know the route and know where you're going to go, and how you're going to do it, it's just executing It's just executing. Whereas there's a lot of in-flight decision making and situational responsiveness you need for the Unholy Cathedral to get you through that. And I would actually say the same is true of this last level, Hell's Vendetta. Like, once you know the plan and the route, it's not too bad because of the near infinite BFG, except for that North Wing fight, which you need the timings on and when to pull the trigger on the invulnerabilities. But once you have that down, again, it can be done relatively consistently. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. So I hope you very much enjoyed this series. We'll see what we're going to play next, and I'll see you over in the next videos. All right.